Hello, teacher. I'm gonna talk about the fall of the Berlin Wall by Ariana Sofia Baides Garcia. The fall of the Berlin Wall happened by mistake. Shabowski's confused answer and erroneous media reports that the border crossing had opened to spurred dozens of its Berliners to the Berlin Wall, receiving insults rather than instructions from his superior and nervously expecting results of his cancer diagnostics. Text. The next day, the overwhelmed Hagar opened the border and crossing on his own, and the other gates soon followed. The Berlin Wall was erected more than 50 years old into the Cold War. The residents of Berlin awoke on the morning of August 13, in 1961, to find the border wire fencing had been in the border between the city's east and west section. Days later, East Germany began to fortify the barrier with concrete. The Berlin Wall was actually two walls. The 27-mile portion of barrier separation of Berlin into east and west consisted of two concrete walls, between which was the strip up to 160 yards of wide and contained hundreds of watchtowers, miles, anti-vehicles trenches, and guard dogs runs, floodlights, and tripwire machine guns. More than 100 died trying to cross the Berlin Wall. The first victim was Ida Siegmann, who died on August 22 in 1961 after attempting to leap to a West Berlin street below her floor East Berlin apartment window. More than 500 those no more than 5,000 escaped by going over and under the Berlin Wall. Aida's brother-in-law escaped by floating on an inflatable mattress across the Elbe River in 1975, and 8 years later, brother Holger soared over the wall on a steel cable he fired with a bow and arrow to a rooftop in West Berlin. In 1989, the pair flew an ultralight plane over the wall and back to pick up the youngest brother, Egbert. John F. Kennedy expressed relief when the Berlin Wall was erected. In June of 1961, Khrushchev warned President John F. Kennedy that he would blockade West Berlin if Western forces were not removed. Belligerent act that could lead the war. Kennedy did not tell the Berliners he was jelly donut. On June 26 in 1963, Kennedy famously told a crowd at the Berlin Wall, "Ich bin in Berlin." The president intended to express solidarity with citizens of Berlin by saying he was one of them, but some critics claimed that by adding the indefinite article "ein," he actually called himself a yellow dog nut, known in much of Germany as Berliner. East Germany called the wall the anti-fascist bulwark. Rather than keeping its citizens in, the East German government claimed it erected the Berlin Wall to keep Western fascist spies and ideas out. 2 weeks after ordering the construction of the anti-fascist wall, East German leader Walter Ulbricht claimed, "We have sealed the cracks factory of our house, and the crossed the holes through which the worst enemy of the German people could creep." The Brandenburg Gate had once been part of the 18th century wall. Prussian King Frederick William II commissioned the iconic Triumphal Arch stranding East and West Berlin that served as the iconic backdrop for famous presidential speeches by Kennedy and Ronald Reagan. When completed in 1791, the Brandenburg Gate was incorporated into the city's original customs wall, which ringed the city beginning in the 1730s century. Half of the wall stands in the bathroom of a Las Vegas casino. Official demolition of the Berlin Wall began in the summer of 1990. For the 40,000 was sections were recycled into building materials used for Germans and reconstruction projects, but a few hundred segments were auctioned off and are now scattered around the globes, from the Vatican Gardens to the men's room of the Main Street Casino in Las Vegas, where urinals are mounted on a graffiti-covered wall segment protected behind the glass. A facade of Berlin Wall fall. A mass exodus of East Germans into West Germany began almost 15 years before the Berlin Wall was erected in 1961. He said in a rousing speech that Berlin could help the world understand the division between the communists and non-communists. The physical and emotional of the Berlin Wall was not completed until the 1992, according to the BBC. I think that I think that the fall of the Berlin Wall was a very good thing because in that place they separated families, friends, and people, and didn't let them see each other until they brought it down. Thanks for watching, teacher. Bye.